Eliza's wedding. How she married my pal Bill. I was in the church and heard her say her finding words, I will. When I saw Liz being married, I thought that I would go insane. Now she has gone, all that I have got is gone. Earlier costers linen, and for years it has been my pal. Now we must part, it's breaking my heart, for without it the world will seem bare. It wakes me first thing in the morning, when out on my round I go. There's the saying as true, though it's not very new, that the best of all pals must part. That's called a Costa's Linnet. I mean, Mum used to sing that to me.
What's it called, the Costas?
Only a Costa's Linnet.
I remember.
Years ago, Costa's always had a linnet in a handkerchief and a box. I mean, Mum always sang that when she was, always, when I was a little girl, I used to say, sing that sad song to me.
That's lovely.
It's a lovely song, really, and I've tried, you cannot, no one's ever heard of it.
So would it have been a musical?
Val was typed it all out for me, typed it, and I tried, I was going to send it up to Dave and Watson and see if they'd heard of it. But it's one, Chas and Dave. Because my mum used to sing it, and that's, how many, it's got to be, well, I was a little girl, about 5, 6.
So what were you saying about the Welsh granddad?
He used to say Martha, because my mum's name was Martha, though they were called a Pat.
Martha,
They were called a Pat, my dad called it Pat. But he'd say, Martha, sing Costa's Linnet. And I used to, I was only little, I don't even think I was 5. Now that I've loved and lost her, I never, see, now that I've loved and lost her, everything by this has gone. I've never put that in, I missed it out. It just came to me, that bit. Now that I have loved and lost her, everything by this has gone. Only a Costa's Linnet. See, I never heard that.
It's got to be a music hall number.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'll tell you who sang it. Marie Lloyd. That was Marie Lloyd's old song. My mum always sang Marie Lloyd's songs, and Marie Lloyd was even before Kate Carney. And I think Kate Carney was, but Marie Lloyd sang it. And I'll tell you where she sang it, on the old Hippodrome in Poplar Hippodrome, the Queen, Marie Lloyd. And that's got to be 76 years ago, more than that. 5, no, 82. It's got to be 78 years old, Pete. And then before then, God knows how old it was, because my granddad knew it, the old grandfather, Welsh granddad, and he always said to us, sing it. And if we had a party, like they used to have a boozer, they'd always say, come on, Pat, sing Costa's Linnet. And I was only little, and I used to love to sit and hear her sing it, because she had a good voice, my mum. She had lovely, you know, she could give a belt out of song. And she'd sing that, and the other one, only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. That was another one she always sang. Those 2 songs. And then she used to sing one, I've not heard that, Jack. I am but a poor blind boy, yet my heart is full of joy. That's another poor blind boy. And that's another song she used to sing. Because it was a funny thing that happened, Jack. I hadn't heard of it for years. And suddenly, every night I went to bed, that song went around in my mind. I told you about it, didn't I, when I was here? It And I'd seen myself as a little girl and my mum with the apron, and I'd say, I've seen that song run at Liza's wedding. But I did say, didn't I, Jack, when I was there when I was ill, because it kept going round and round in my mind. I could keep seeing my mum all the time, it's funny. Never thought of her for years, but I kept on seeing her. And a big apron and saying, come mum, sing that song. I said that to you, didn't I, Jack? I wish I'd recorded that song. But I've asked, Hetty was 82 when she died. She'd been dead 2 years. She would now be 84. She was 2 years older than me. I used to say, Hetty, you were born in the East End. She was at Mill Cockney. You must have heard of Costa's Linnet. She would say to me, I've never heard. I sang it to her and Louis once. And they said, we've never heard of it,
It's a lovely song, isn't it? And the trouble is, it'd be wasted on today's generation. They don't know what Costa is.
Costa, that's right. This is it. Who would know what a Costa is?
It's a Greek chip shop, aren't they?
That's right. But a Costa years ago, no, Linnet, well, years ago, Jackie.
It's only a Costa's in it.
Linnet, no. Well, they used to, in the pubs, our dad always used to go Sunday morning with his linnet in a little bird cage. It was illegal, they made it illegal, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it'd be tied up in a red knotted handkerchief. Normal men would go Sunday morning to the pub with their linnet. Whose would sing, oh yeah, and that's in the East End.
What, into the bar and take it?
Whose bird would sing the best? Right? Linnets. Beautiful songbirds, you never hear of them.
Yeah, but the Spanish are all very much into it, aren't they? On their terraces, you know. And
Linnets sing, and that's a regular thing. Well, Costas, regularly you'd see the Costas with their knotted handkerchiefs going into them, and I can remember, say 70 years old, over 70 years ago, remember seeing them go to the pubs. Today it's something that no one would know. We had a pub called the Jughouse. Why they called it the Jughouse? Because everyone would take a jug, Jackie, get half a pint of beer in it. So they called it the Jughouse.
Right.
You'd go to one bar.
where was that then?
On the corner where we lived in Sedley, the
So,
Jughouse.
would that still be a pub, or is that all gone now?
All gone. I've been up there since to try and retrace. I went once, just
that's
it's all gone.
So
It's called the Crown and Sceptre, the name of the pub. Now, where'd you get a name of a pub like that? Crown and Sceptre. That was the name of it. Crown and Sceptre. And in the Crown and Sceptre we called it the Jughouse because everyone went there with their jugs for half a pint of beer. People pint of beer. People never drunk years ago. You'd only go and get half a pint of beer in a jug for 8 penny halfpenny. That's what most people do.